All right. In this video, we're going to be talking about questions related to ratio and proportions. So let's start with this one. Very simple question. There are 10 boys and 15 girls in a class. What is the ratio of boys to girls? Okay, so we're always going to use the ratio sign like this, like it's like a colon. Okay, so 10 boys and 15 girls. So the ratio of boys to girls would be 10:15. However, we're not done yet. We still have to simplify. Okay, we have to simplify this, okay, as much as possible. So what's a common factor between 10 and 15? 5. Okay, 10 in 5, that will be 2. 15 in 5, that will be 3. So the ratio of boys to girls is 2:3. So we can say boys ratio girls is 2:3, like this. And how about the ratio of girls to boys? It's just gonna be it's gonna be like the reverse. So girls, so let me write this here. So boys to girls is 2:3. And then for girls to boys, that will be 15:10. Then we simplify. What's common? 5. So 3:2. So this is the least we can go. This is the lowest we can go. So that will be 3:2. Now express the boys as a fraction. So if you're going to express the number of boys as a fraction, you can do it in two ways. You can use the actual number of people. Okay. So example, to express the boys as a fraction to be the number of boys over the total number of people. So both the boys and girls, so that'll be girls plus boys. That will be, so the boys are 10 boys over uh, boys plus girls or girls plus boys. That will be 10 plus 15, 10 over 25. Again, we have to simplify. So what's common? 5. We get 2 over 5. Okay, so the fraction of boys is 2 over 5. We can also use the ratios. Okay, that would be a better one to use, the ratios. So the fraction will be the ratio of boys. So ratio of boys is equal to, the ratio of boys over sum of ratios. So the ratio of the boys is, if you remember, is 2 over the sum of ratio, that will be 2 plus 3. So we get 2 over 5. So you can see our answer is always 2 over 5. Okay. So if they don't give you the number or like in a question where they don't give you the number of, what you're looking for, but they give you the ratio, then it's always best to use this. So the fraction of the boys in the class will be the ratio of boys over the sum of the ratios, which is 2 over 2 plus 3, which is 2 over 5. Now for the girls, we do the same thing. So let me see if I can erase this quickly. Let me come here, let me erase this. All right. So just use the ratio directly. Okay, so the fraction of the girls will be the ratio of the girls over the sum of ratios. So ratio of the girls, that's 3 over 2 plus 3. That is 3 over 5. So the ratio of the fraction of the girls would be 3 over 5. Okay, so the ratio of the boys to the girls, 2:3. Girls to boys, 3:2. All right, let's go to the next question. Now, there are 52 fruits in a basket. The ratio of apples to oranges is 3:10. find the number of apples and oranges. So they give us the total number, so total number of fruits. So total number of fruits is 52. Now, we don't know the number of apples and oranges, but we know the ratios. So I'll put apples, ratio oranges is 3:10. So how do we find the number of apples? So the first thing we can do is to express the ratios as fractions, like we did in the previous question. So we can add the ratios together first. So sum of ratios, that will be 3 plus 10, which is 13. So the number of apples will be equal to the ratio of the apple over the sum of ratios times the total number of fruits. So the ratio of apples here is 3. Total is 13 times 52. Okay, so here 1 and 52 and 13. That's going to be 4. Then 3 times 4 is 12. So it means we have 12 apples. Okay, so there are 12 apples in the basket. So how do we find the number of oranges? We can simply subtract. Okay, so let's do it the subtraction way, and let's see also do the ratio way. So total number is 52, so it means that apples plus oranges is equal to 52, right? So apples is 12. Let me just use O to represent oranges is 52. Take this to the other side, it becomes negative. That will be 52 minus 12, which is 40. So it means that there are 40 oranges. Or we could do it the other way, where we can say number of oranges will be equal to the ratio of oranges over the sum of ratios times total number of fruits. Okay, the ratio, so we had apples to oranges was 3:10, right? So for apples and oranges. So for the oranges, it's 10 over 3 plus 10 is 13 times 52. So here 1, here 4. 10 times 4 is 40 apples, sorry, 40 oranges. So you can see either way we got 40 oranges. So we have 12 apples and 40 oranges. Okay. Now look at this. So we have 3 variables now. 10 apples, 20 oranges, and 25 bananas. What is the ratio of apples to oranges to bananas? Okay, so it's quite simple. We just have to consider that there's a third variable here. So apples ratio oranges ratio banana. Okay, so we have 10 ratio 20 ratio 25. Okay, then we'll break this down. What's a common factor between among the 3? 5. So 25 is 2, 25 is 4, 25 and 5 is 5. Any other thing? No. So answer here will be 2:4:5. Yeah, we get 2:4:5 for this. Okay, so 2:4:5. How about the fraction of oranges? Okay, so it's just going to be the ratio of the oranges over the total ratio. Okay, so the ratio of oranges is 4, and then the total of the ratio, the sum of the ratio, that will be 2 plus 4 plus 5. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. So we have 4 over 11. So the fraction of oranges is 4 over 11. And if we multiply this fraction by the total, we should get 20 again. So what is the total? Let's see. 10 plus 20 plus 25. 10 plus 20 is 30. 30 plus 25 is 55. So if we multiply 4 over 11 times 55, 1, 5, you can see we get 20. All right, so we can see we've been able to work with three variables now, 2 ratio 4 ratio 5. The fraction is oranges is 4 over the total of the ratios, or the sum of the ratios. And yeah. Okay, so in a box full of red and blue marbles, the ratio of red marbles to blue marbles is 2:3. If there are 6 red marbles, how many blue marbles are there, and what's the total number of marbles? All right. So from the question, we know that red ratio blue is 2:3. Now, if we have 6 red marbles, so 6, how many blue marbles do we have? We don't know. We can write this as X. Let me use B for blue. Okay, so 2:3 is similar to 6:B. So what can we do here? How do we find the number of blue marbles? What I like to do from here is just cross multiply. Yes, you can do it with ratios, as long as this is for the red, the 2 is for the red, the 6 is also for the red, and the 3 is for the blue, the B is also for the blue. So we can cross multiply. Means that 2B is equal to 6 times 3. 2B is equal to 18. And we divide both sides by 2. B is equal to 9. So that means that this is 9. Okay, and if you check it, so we have red ratio blue, 6:9. If we simplify this, what's common? 3, 2:3. So that's a way to find, you can use ratios to find what's missing. Okay, this red ratio blue, that's 2:3, and 6:B. Okay, here, right? So we have to cross multiply to find B. Now B is 9. So what's the total number of marbles? That will be 6 plus 9, which is 15. So there are 9 blue marbles, and 6 plus 9 is it 15? Yes. Okay. So last one, in a box full of red, blue, and green marbles, the ratio of red to blue to green marbles is 2:3:7. If there are 6 marbles, how many blue? I think there should be how many green? I think green would have been a better question, but okay. But how many blue and green marbles are there? Let's see. Okay, 2, and then the total number of marbles. Okay, so blue ratio, sorry, we have red, sorry. So it's red. So the ratio of red to blue to green, sorry. It's ratio of red marbles to blue marbles to green marbles. Okay, it should be 2 ratio. So you can write red ratio blue ratio green is 2:3:7. Okay, and if there's 6 marbles, so we don't know this one, so let's say this is B and this is G. So how do we find the B and the G? Okay, how do we do this? So we take it 2 at a time. All right, 2 at a time. So let's find since we know our R, the red is 6, we can say, okay, let's take this at a time. So I think we did something like this in the previous question. We just cross multiply. Okay, that will be 2b is equal to 6 times 3. Divide both sides by 2. You can just do it directly. 2 here, 1, 2 here, 3, and we have 9. Okay, there are 9 blue marbles, so we can put 9 here. So let's find G. So again, we can take it 2 at a time. We can use R and G or B and G, but let's use P and G now. Let's focus on P and G. So we have 3:7 is 9:G. Okay, if we cross multiply, let me write that here, B/G, 3:7 is 9:G. Okay, we cross multiply, it means that 3G is equal to 7 times 9. We can divide both sides by 3. 3 here, 1, 3 here, 3. So it means we have 21 green marbles. Okay, you can also use the red part. So let's take red and green together. So let's say, so we have ratio of red to blue to green is, we know that is 2:3:7. We already have 6 red marbles. We know that we have 9 blue marbles. Let's say we don't know G again. So let's take red and green, the R and G. So we have 2:7. So RG is 2:7. That would be 6:G. Cross multiply. So it means that 2G equals 6 times 7. You can divide both sides by 2. 2 here, 1, here, 3. 21 green marbles. Yeah, so we can have ratios like this. All you just have to do is take it, 2 at a time, because you can combine all the 3 together, right? Okay, take it 2 at a time. And if you check it, so we have 6. So we have 6 red marbles, ratio 9 blue marbles, ratio 21. So what's common among these 3? 3. So 6 and 3 is 2, 9 and 3 is 3, 21 and 3 is 7. So we have 2:3:7. And the total number of marbles will be 6 plus 9 plus 21. 6 plus 9 is 15 plus 21. This will be 36 marbles in total. So we have 36 marbles in total, which is interesting, which is nice. So I hope this introduction video has been able to help. I'll be making more videos regards to ratios and proportions, but I hope this helps. Okay, this one, we did the fractions. There are 52 fruits in the basket, 10 apples and oranges, 2:4:5. This one and this one. So I hope this helps, and have a nice day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.